Today we're going to be working on cleaning up the yard a little bit. One of our biggest weeds is this Oregon grape that's kind of twisted in with our actual grapevine. And we're going to save up the material and we're going to make some wreaths. Right? Are you excited, Leah?
Yeah.
This Oregon grape is a really bad weed in our yard. And it twists in and kind of smothers our grapevine. Every year I'm pulling it out. Most years I pull it out probably 3 times throughout the summer. I knew I wanted to make a couple wreaths for Christmas and a couple other crafts with the plants, so I let it grow and now it's just crazy. But I mean, you can see right here, I mean, this bundle of it, like almost reaching to the ground, is me pulling as hard as I can to get this to not grow at spring. Spring is the last time I cleaned it up, and so you can see just how much this can grow. So it's nice if you need something to cover an area, but yeah, it can be a really invasive weed. Okay, now we gotta pull it out.
I pulled that out too.
Here's another super long piece.
Wow. Now it's good.
That's a good one for starting, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, we got a really good one here to start doing the wreath. I actually like doing them with all the leaves on, so I find that it gives it a little bit of spacing between the branches, which works really well for once the wreath is done, to have space to then add in whatever else it is that you want to put in. So just start by making a loop, however big you want it to be. That looks about good. And then you just loop it round and round. Really is pretty much the easiest thing you could ever think of. Yeah, I know. We made a star. That's a little bit more advanced. But yeah, you just round and round and round. And you keep adding stuff to however thick you want it to be. Okay, we gotta go get Sam. Sam, so you can see at this point it's already started to stick together, and anything that isn't woven in is just gonna fall off. So if there's any loose ends, you wanna make sure that's all woven in there. And then when you get to the end of your piece, just grab something else, stab it in there, and keep going. You want to always weave them in the same direction. And this one is going to be a bit of a thicker wreath. I like the fine wreaths a lot, but I have a lot of those already made. So this one I'm just going to add lots and lots to make a nice big heavy one that can hold a lot of weight. Some of these branches, if I can find a thicker one, yeah, there we go. It'll have multiple legs, and I still use that. I don't mind. You just have to make sure that you hold them both, and I'll kind of twist them to weave them together while they get woven in. The heavier the material that you use, and the more material that you use, the stronger the finished wreath will be, and so then you can hold more weight onto it. So this is going to be a nice big heavy one, so we can put some heavier decorations onto it. Okay, so we're experiencing the power of movie magic here. This is the wreath. It's been a couple weeks now since I filmed the other footage, and you can see that it's all dried up. You can see a little bit of my logic for why I left the leaves in. So you can see in this spot right here, where I picked out some of the leaves, now there's a little bit of space in these branches. I had it wrapped pretty tight when everything was wet, and now it's open a little bit, but it's still nice and strong. You can kind of see as I push on it, you know, it has some flexibility, but it does hold its shape pretty good. So this, you know, do a little bit of cleaning it up, and it's ready to use for anything that I want. I can add some Christmas ornaments to this and use it later, or I can shove some flowers in it into the summer and, you know, get a nice little decoration that cost me nothing, and if it gets destroyed by the kids, I can throw it back in the compost, which is always nice. Look, cat basket, right?
Cat basket.
So this is another item that I made at the same time that I made the wreath that I'm super excited about, so I thought I'd show off to you guys too. This is a basket. This is actually my first attempt to make a basket. I watched some YouTube videos because obviously if I make YouTube videos, I like watching YouTube videos. So I watched a couple videos. It was super simple. It's basically the exact same logic as the wreath, just, you know, slightly more advanced on how you do it. So I wove this up and now I'm super inspired to try making a couple more baskets. So I think I'm actually going to try to grab some willow. Obviously this Oregon grape stuff's just garbage. It's, you know, you're supposed to actually dry the stuff before you weave with it. So gonna get some willow, and maybe over the winter I'm gonna try to make another basket here. There was a windstorm in town, so we went down to the local park and we picked up all the willows that had fallen out of the tree, and I brought them home to dry. So we're gonna have even more stuff to experiment with our basket making and wreath making once these dry out.
Or maybe I don't read it. And I won't read it.
You have to look at